Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take the resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. It's not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is just a tool. It is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel if you really want to see what's up. Okay? Hope you all are happy, safe, doing wonderful, and feeling great. Thank you for your love, your kindness, and your support. All are welcome on the channel. And your contributions are highly appreciated. Okay? One moment, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or follow you know to subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. What is it that the collective needs to keep aware of for their highest good, Holy Spirit? For their highest good. Okay. And so the first card that we have here is the Seven of Swords energy. And with the Seven of Swords energy here, Spirit is clearly conveying for you to be mindful of someone who could be trying to put illusions maybe in your face, maybe present illusions. Someone wanting you to move fast and quickly. Maybe you feel you're being pressured to make a decision. Maybe someone is telling you you have a deadline to meet. And if it is actually a deadline or not, Spirit is saying there's more than what meets the two eyes regarding the situation. If someone is forcing you to hurry up and put your signature on a contract, or they're trying to force you to hurry up and make a decision to agree to something, to make sure you're reading the fine print, make sure if it is a contractual agreement of any sort, make sure you're going over at least 2 to 3 times. Make sure that you are getting clarity. Make sure you're understanding what you are agreeing to. But the idea of someone rushing you, they want you to miss out on something. There's something that they are hoping that you miss. They're hoping that you won't notice something. And so there's a need for you to be mindful of this. Be aware that if someone is rushing you and not giving you time and acting very ungrounded, anxious, full of anxiety, like, come on, you gotta do this right now or else it's going to be gone, or it's going to be too late, or you won't be able to get whatever you're trying to seek. Don't fall for it. There is something behind this person's reasoning and intentions of rushing you. This could be something regarding finances. If you're purchasing a home, you may find out that the price that was offered or are being offered is not the right price. You may want to make sure that you're double checking into things. Spirit is saying, you don't have to be in fear, but make sure at any time in your life when you're doing business, make sure you're getting clarity and you're double, sometimes triple reading through contracts or agreements, and researching the researcher. Basically, that kind of energy, not taking everything for face value, especially if you're doing anything like purchasing a home. I'm picking that energy up. Maybe there's some property or something that you want to buy or you want to invest in, and the offer that's being offered to you is beyond the original value. And so it is many ways to look into that. So Spirit is saying just be mindful to double check. Okay, dot your I's and cross your T's. You do not have to be rushed in this matter. Okay. The next card we have here is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is, being very creative and being very curious about, embarking on this new journey, this investment. Okay. I'm picking up investment. So you could be someone who is, maybe this is your first time, getting into real estate or purchasing a property, but it doesn't mean that you have to accept someone swindling you or cheating you. You have a right to be treated fairly. You have a right to do research. You have a right to ask questions. And if a person in communication has a problem with the questions that you are asking, that's your answer right there, not to do business with that person. There are many ways you can go about obtaining, property. There's many ways that you can go about in life, period, to meet or obtain many goals. Don't never think or feel, collective, that you only get one chance or there's only one option. There are many ways to reach your goals in life, whatever you're trying to establish. I'm also picking up someone could be a singer, a rapper, an artist, a musician. Maybe someone is having you sign a contract. Maybe someone is hiring you to be an engineer, to make beats, to work in their studio. Whatever it is, make sure you're reading the fine print, okay? And if they are rushing you, then that's something for you to pause and really read the small print in the contract. And possibly, if you need advice, if you need help, if you're unsure of something, feel free to ask not the person that's presenting you, but someone outside of them. Someone that is a professional, someone that is licensed, certified, and legal who can assist you. Yes, on this contract, which you're agreeing to. All right, because what is for you will never pass you by. So this could be a contract pertaining to anything, but I'm picking up that it is something new for you. It is something positive for you, and it's something. It's one of your dreams or your goals. Okay, and so though you are enthusiastic and very excited, and you're grateful to have opportunity, do not allow the excitement to place a blindfold over your eyes, okay? Because Source and your ancestors want you to, try to avoid being in the energy of the Five of Pentacles, feeling disappointed, feeling frustrated or sad or left out in the cold or feeling like, you agreed to something that you were unaware of. So they're saying for you to just be mindful and to always be mindful. Yes, you're excited. Yes, you've been waiting for this for a long time, been preparing for it, but what is for you will never pass you by. And it is okay for you to say no. If you get a sensation or your intuition, your spirit tells you to say no, then trust that another opportunity will arrive for you. So you don't want to disregard your intuition at this time. Make sure you are grounding yourself, on a regular basis. Make sure you're staying spiritually in tune with Source. Okay, and do not disregard the red flags. Do not be oblivious to what is obvious. You're very smart, you're very wise, they're saying, and you know when something is for you and when something isn't for you. You could be someone who has received an offer. This could also be employment. And you could be indecisive at this time, haven't made a decision. There could be people waiting to hear from you. And right now you're going back and forth in your mental space and place. Spirit is saying for you to possibly you need to go within, maybe do some meditation, but maybe also seek advice. Take time to seek advice. There is someone who can help you receive clarity on this situation. Okay. One second, ladies and gentlemen. So don't allow anyone to rush you. Okay. Whether this is maybe you want to purchase a building, maybe you want to see someone wanting to open a restaurant, someone else wants to open a boutique. Yes, you're excited. Yes, you're happy. Yes, you have the money and the funding, to begin this, but do not allow anyone to swindle you or cheat you because they see how passionate and excited you are. Do not, ignore the red flags. Don't be oblivious, because you're extremely excited, about starting this new venture, embarking on this new energy in your life. Okay, the perfect card here, the Seven of Cups, many options. Just because you turn down one does not mean that other options won't arrive in your life. So you need to trust and know that. And that is a tricky part. When you've been working hard towards something, working for it, saving, preparing, and it's your goal, your dream, your aspiration. This is something you're passionate about. Many, looking into things and taking their time because they're so excited and they're so happy to get started that the first offer that comes across their table, they're pressed to sign away and agree to it. And then later on down the line have regrets, because they were under the impression that other options would not be offered to them, which is far from the truth. As long as you continue to do the work to present yourself, Spirit is saying the offers will always come in repeatedly and repetitively towards you. Different offers from different people with different kinds of contractual agreements as well. Okay? So don't never feel that this is the end all be all. Maybe you are from a background, where, you had a hard upbringing, maybe you didn't have much when it came to resources or money or the finer things in life, and now that you are an adult, your moment is finally here. It could make you feel anxious, having your hands on a large sum of money that you may not be accustomed to. And this is not an insult, this is the message that Spirit wants to convey. Do not allow that, because you're not accustomed to that, having that authority. Do not let it be shown, they're saying. Do not let people see that, and do not allow that to make you rush into anything that you know that you're not comfortable with. Okay? So that's not an insult towards anyone. That's just a true fact. Those are feelings and emotions that people have, if you're not accustomed to having a lot of money in your possession, and you're excited because maybe, for instance, for example, maybe you want to buy a particular vehicle, and the first offer you get, you take it. Then you find out the vehicle isn't, what you thought it was. Don't let the excitement, yes, they want you to celebrate and enjoy life, and fulfill your dreams and your duties, but don't allow anyone or anything to rush you. There's no reason to rush. What is for you will not pass you by, okay? So be wise, enjoy life, purchase the things you desire, agree to whatever you want to agree to. You have free will. This is your life. No one can tell you what to do, okay? Remember, tarot is a tool, it's not the final rule. But the message is to just be mindful, okay? And it may be easier said than done, but they want you to practice. That's why it would be a good idea for you to get into some meditation at this time. Practice grounding yourself so that you will get rid of that anxious and that anxiety, that nervous feeling, that feeling where the money in my pocket and it's hot like a rocket, where you're anxious, to move those commas and those decimals out of your bank account, so they want you to calm yourself. They want you to ground yourself so that you'll be in a relaxed state of mind as you're making these choices and moving forward, as you're looking at all that glitters, because some of them that glitter is gold and some of them aren't. But they want you to be relaxed in the process, not feeling overwhelmed, not being full of anxiety, but calm and trusting and knowing that what is for you won't pass you by, and that you are fully capable and able of making the right decision for yourself. And feel free, once again, to reach out, if you need to speak with an attorney, an entertainment attorney, someone who does with, different contracts of the industry. Feel free to do the research and look into that. The Spirit is saying do not take any referrals. Wow. Okay, so there's going to be someone around you who's going to say, who may say, who may say, oh, I know a great lawyer. I know someone who can. Spirit is saying find your own attorney. Wow. And carry that with you moving forward. Doesn't matter what your lifestyle is, your profession, or what this reading is pertaining to you, because it's different for everyone. A lot of people are beginning a lot of successful and passion projects and living their dreams in different ways. But moving forward, any recommendations for attorneys or lawyers? Spirit is saying, thanks but no thanks. Get your own lawyer. Seek your own lawyer on your own terms, on your own timing, by yourself. That's for somebody. That's not for everybody. Wow. Because lawyers can't be trusted sometimes also. So do not take any, if someone wants to refer a lawyer to you, don't go with that one. That's the message of that. Okay. And so the next card we have here is the Hermit. So you or someone around you can have Virgo placement in your chart. But with this Hermit energy here, as you see, the light is very bright. And then there's a lantern right there, in their hand there. So you are beyond wise. You have enough information and wisdom to move forward. Source wants you to be confident within yourself and trust that you do know enough, but do not be afraid to seek advice. Once again, you do have enough information, but there's always, more than what meets the eye, and you want to double check. You just want to be in the habit of, it's just like hiring an accountant to maybe assist you with your finances, but having you being the accountant over that accountant, meaning you checking your own records behind them and doing this on a regular basis. Life is not perfect. This is not a reading to project fear or saying you can't trust anyone, but this reading is for someone who is, you're either already in this abundant state, or you're being prepared to walk into this prosperity in your life. And it's going to happen through your gift or through your career. Your gift, your career, passion project, a hobby, something that you love to do, you've been wanting to do your entire life. You could be at the beginning of it right now as I'm delivering this message, or you could be being prepared to embark on this journey. Someone could be coming your way to offer you, you know, a contract, an opportunity. This could also being promoted in your job, becoming a manager, a supervisor. I'm hearing general manager, someone who likes run wow, like a section, how they have east side, west side, north side, like you would manage like a district of stores or a district of offices, a general manager. Wow, with salary pay. Okay, so make sure you're even double reading those contracts. Doesn't matter what it is, make sure that you understand what you are agreeing to. And it's not always that someone is going to take advantage of you. It's also so you won't be surprised, because you may have an expectation that, hey, I now have every Saturday and Sunday off. And in fine print, that contract may say must work every Saturday for the next 2 years, but you don't notice it. You don't pick up on it. It may be worded a different way. They may have that word play. Word play is very important. Those who know don't know. They may have it arranged. On the sixth day or the seventh day, depending on your belief system. But that's another video. They may have in the contract, you have to work for the next 2 to 3 years, and you're not aware of this, and you're excited, you're celebrating, you're grateful for the opportunity, and then you find out, your family, your friends, your kids got all these holidays planned on Saturday, and you find out for the next 2 to 3 years you just won't be available. That will be a shocker. That's just an example. And then they might tell you it was in the contract. You didn't see that? Oh yeah, for the next 2 to 3 years you have to work every Saturday. You didn't see that? That's what the bonus was for. So those kind of things you want to be mindful of, okay? So that you won't be in the Five of Cups energy, so that you will not be, feeling disappointed and sad. This is something to be grateful for. This is a wonderful opportunity. It's leading you to prosperity and abundance, because I'm being led to talk about, money, 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 being wise, protecting yourself, getting legal counsel, advice, professional advice. So, yeah, yeah, this is a very great moment for you. Doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if you're selling dinners out of the trunk of your car. That could expand into a catering business that will bring you lots of money. Word of mouth travels fast. Everyone wants to hire you. Everybody wants you to cook, for their anniversary, for their birthday, for their graduation, on holidays. People are hiring you. You may even have people who want to hire you and take you out of town to prepare meals for their family. Okay, word of mouth gets around fast. So remain optimistic, collective, about your present as well as your future. Never think or feel that it's not your time or it can't be you. It can be you. You could be I'm gonna go to it again, an excellent barber. Okay, you could be that barber. Look, there's a lot of barbers all over the world, but you could just be that one that got that touch. People trust you. People like your energy. You're not pushing the hairline back. You take your time. You know how to blend. You actually use the right guard. You're not going to take off too much hair. You might got the special clippers, the $200, $300 board. Maybe you still plugging in clippers and you like, wait, I ain't got my clientele up. I'm trying to get the new clippers, the one that sit on the charger with the USB. But guess what? You never know. Keep using what you have. Keep cutting that hair. Keep building your clientele. You never know where your goal lies. You never know where opportunity, a wonderful opportunity, could strike for you. The right person could hear of your business, your skills, your service, and and it can just take off for you. One person could recommend you to someone, and it can just take off for you. So remain optimistic. Be in positive energy, collective, because I'm picking up on a lot of good energy right here, where there's a lot of opportunities that are being prepared in spaces and places strategically, so that you'll be pivoted in the right direction around the right people. Let people see your work. Make sure you're advertising. When you're out mingling, if you have a service to patronize people, let people know what you do. You know, you may be a good tattoo artist. Okay, you may do the best tats in the world. Okay, there's a lot of them, but there could be something about your work that people love. There could be something about your business etiquette, your aura, your energy. I know me myself. I love going to shop places where it feels good. I don't know about nobody else, but if you're respectful, you're courteous, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. But there could be something about your aura. People like your presence. People like the way you communicate. People like how professional you are. You could be very neat and clean. You could be someone who's on time. People could love that about you. It could be one little thing. So don't sweep all the dust out the door. Don't count yourself out. Give yourself credit. Doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing. You could be someone with a lawnmower who just cut grass. And you could say, I just cut my grass, and the neighbors, well, guess what? The neighbor might call somebody, then they might call somebody. Then before you know it, you need more equipment. Then before you know it, you got to hire help. Then before you know it, you done bought a truck. Now you done bought it. It can expand. Dreams do come true. It can happen to you. It can expand out of nowhere. Okay, I did not know this reading was going here, but it feels great. It feels great. I mean, this is good energy here. One moment, you're probably sitting at home clipping your toenails, or heating up some noodles, and the next minute, you eating scrimps. You're somewhere, having some couscous, or you know, having some couscous or something, or enjoying a nice charcuterie board on a yacht, sipping champagne. You never know. So remain optimistic and always do your best and present your best if you are someone who has some kind of service where you patronize different clients or customers. It does matter if you're neat, if you're clean in your appearance, as well as how you present yourself. It matters. Saying thank you, showing appreciation. These things do matter. So there's someone who's going to be very shocked and surprised, and they're going to be very happy and grateful and thankful, and they're going to look back and say, I never thought the Six of Wands is celebration and success, and also being celebrated. I never thought that I would see this day, but thank you, God. Thank you. I've made it, and I'm going to keep going. I've made it. You never know. That one moment, that one moment in life, that one customer, that one day you might, you don't want to get up, but you get up, give it your best shot. That one customer, you could be someone that makes cakes. You could be a wonderful baker. Maybe you do cakes, wedding cakes, birthday cakes. That one taste testing, you're going for the bride, but she's got other people there tasting your cakes. These people start referring you, and your name just starts spreading. Then you got to make business cards. Then you need more space to bake, and the money's coming in. Don't worry about that, because the money will be provided naturally. When you're doing something that you're passionate about, that you love doing, it doesn't feel like work. That's a fact. It does not feel like work. You're grateful to do it. You're thankful to do it. This is something you can do in your sleep, and it's different for everyone. So put it where it resonates for you. But it could take off for you. It could take off for you. I don't care what it is. You could be someone who knows what herbs, what seasonings to put on different foods. There are a lot of wonderful cooks and chefs, but very few know what to put exactly on what foods. You could be very wise when it comes to taste and what spices and herbs to use on poultries or on vegetables, or how to arrange a fruit platter to look appetizing. You could have a gift. We all have gifts in niches. We are born with more than one gift. I'm a strong, not believer. I know we are born with more than one gift, but it's up to us individually to embark on it and do something with it. And it will happen on our own time. It won't happen at the same time. But you may be someone who's a pro at that. You know what herbs and spices to put on what food. You know what to blend. You know what to mix. You know what to mash. That could be a gift of yours. You could be a cashier working at a retail store right now. And your gift could be that you're good with people. So you could be good in sales. And you may not want to be an entrepreneur, but you could be good with sales. Selling real estate, selling cars, or any place that is about retail or involves selling anything. You could have a gift of gab, a niche, for knowing how to communicate with people in order to meet a financial or a marketing goal. You could be placed in a job that allows you to utilize your gifts because you have the gift of gab. You know how to sell, you know how to present yourself to meet the goal that the company is looking for, or to meet the deadline. There are a lot of companies who looks for that. A great salesperson who knows how to meet the goal. There are actually people who really sell cars for a living, and they're living good. I'll just put it like that. They're living swell because they know how to present themselves. They know how to basically talk that customer into purchasing that car or finance, whatever the deal is. It's a gift. It's a gift. Everyone has different gifts and multiple gifts. You could be a nail tech. Yes, there's thousands and millions of nail techs, but very few, know how to lay that acrylic and that tip the right way to make it look natural. It's not about how many designs or what the nail looks like, but to make it look natural, to make it mesh with the mantle, the nail mantle. You could be a pro at that. People could love the way you present your work, the way you make it look. There's something about you and how you do your work. It all works together. Spirit is saying it all counts. Ooh, there's a lot of blessings coming in. There's a lot of blessings and favor coming in. There's a lot of blessings and favor coming in. Lots of prosperity and abundance. And Source wants you to be prepared, wants you to be ready, wants you to be ready. And don't take anything for granted. I don't care if you're watching this video and you got $20 in your checking account and maybe 11 in your pockets. Don't take anything for granted. If there's a skill or something that you do, when you go to work with your head up high. Be grateful you have a job. Be grateful for what you have. Take care of what you have. Be mindful of how you present yourself, how you treat people, how you talk to people. You never know who's watching and who wants to give you an opportunity. You never know. Don't take it for granted. This may be that if you're someone who wants to show up and give customers a gooseneck, you may want to stop rolling your eyes and doing the gooseneck. You never know who is watching you. You never know who wants to promote you or give you an opportunity to bless you and change your life. This is real talk. This applies to everybody, even me. As I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. This is not about being perfect. This is not a reading telling you to be fake or pretend. This is a reading where Spirit is saying for you to be mindful of what you agree to, how you carry yourself, be grateful for what you have, and that everything works together for the good, for the betterment of you receiving your own favor and your blessing in your life. And it's different for everybody. Someone may want to start a business. Someone may want to do real estate. Somebody may want to go into management at the job that they're already at. Someone may just want a promotion or just want a raise. It can all happen. It is all obtainable. Spirit is saying be grateful for what you have every day of your life, starting with the breath that you're given. The spirit, the breath. The breath is the spirit. You, the umph. The umph. Whew. It all matters. Even on your worst day. It all matters. Fortune favors the bold. Great fortune favors the bold. The idea of being consistent, the idea of being persistent, no matter what it looks like. What's in your bank account? What's in your pocket? What's in your gas tank? What's in your fridge? No matter what's going on, just being grateful. Okay, I got life today. I'm grateful. Yesterday is gone. It's a whole new day. Oh, those moments or them hours ago, they gone. We're in a whole nother hour. We're in a whole nother moment. And the fact that we know that we are always constantly in the energy of evolution, change is constantly happening, nothing ever stays the same. So reflect and ask yourself, what do you think could really happen if you chose just to be grateful and not complain? Like, what do you think the momentum of being grateful and not complaining would bring you? What kind of energy do you think you would attract? Somebody is being prepared to be very blessed. Woo wee! And it's good. It's good. It's so good. You got the Knight of Wands, passion, courage, adventure. You're very passionate. You have a lot of courage. None of your hard work or your hard days have gone unnoticed. Doesn't matter about time. You know, in other spaces and places, time isn't even referred to. Us humans here on the planet Earth, we refer to time so much and we've had it projected onto us so much that we allow it to scrutinize and hinder and sometimes confuse us when it comes to receiving blessings and favor and opportunities in our lives. We become so focused on time and measurement. We're measuring our age, how many solar returns we've had, how many birthdays we've had, how much time, when we actually need to surrender the idea of time. Just be grateful, stay present, work on not complaining, and see what that will bring you. See what that momentum of gratitude will bring you. Just as this person has his foot in the air, okay, will give you power, tenacity, knowledge, wisdom, the ability to land on your feet. Not saying life won't happen, but you will have the ability to land on your feet when different circumstances occur in your life. You won't become anxious or upset or wondering, woe, it's me. Why me? When is my time coming? You'll have an understanding of who you are. You'll have a knowing of your divine purpose and what's going on inside of you as well as outside of you. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. The Spirit is saying, allow it to take time by starting today, starting in this moment. Starting in this moment, starting from where you are. Doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from, doesn't matter about your upbringing, doesn't matter how much money you have, what you drive, does not matter what kind of water you drink. The things you desire are obtainable for you. And I'm hearing gratitude, gratitude. You're very determined to live a life of leadership and prosperity. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to apologize for it. It doesn't make you a greedy person. You are supposed to desire more. It's normal. It's nothing wrong with that. Do not be fooled. If there's someone telling you that you should not be wealthy, well, they'll lie. They're lying to you. It's okay to want more. It's okay to not want. It's okay to desire more. Excuse me, watch my wording. Be mindful of my words while I'm distributing these reads. I'm working on that. I'm working on it. It takes time because wordplay is very important. If you know, you know. Wordplay is very important when you're listening to readings. To each his own. That's a whole nother video. But I'm working on being mindful of what I say. If I wouldn't speak it to myself, I shouldn't speak it to you. Whether you are aware of etymology or not. The next card is the World card, and it came out upside down. And so possibly you may be feeling or have felt that maybe for a period, a long period of your life, things have been upside down. I'm going to turn it in upright because I'm pretty sure that you are prepared for things to change for you, for your highest good. But you have felt that way and it came out upside down. But just because you felt that way doesn't mean that it's true, and that's why I put it upright. We are put here on planet Earth to learn and to grow, and just because we endure hardships and sadness and depression and losses does not mean that we are being attacked or that we're less loved or we're not capable or, it's not possible for us to live a great life, an abundant life, a healthy life, a prosperous life. It doesn't mean that you're fruitless. It means you're being prepared to be fruitful. It means that you're being prepared to walk in this path of prosperity. It means that you have been being prepared over time. That's why you felt things were upside down. Maybe you felt you were incapable at one point with this Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles here. Five represents change. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 represents completion. Cycles closing out. That's why the world is in the upright. That's why I turned it upright. Because you're closing out this cycle. You're being prepared to be blessed majorly, in a major way. Have some care. I don't know, should I use the word pride or have some care? Have some concern about how you carry yourself and how you present yourself. Spirit is saying at all times. And it won't happen overnight. But this is something you need to work on. That it matters. How you present yourself and how you carry yourself. How you treat people. How you communicate. And not just because you're looking for someone to give you something or receive something. This should be, Spirit is saying, a natural way and state of you desiring to be. Desiring to be. In order to create the momentum for these things to flow onto you. Gratitude. They keep telling me gratitude. And how to be grateful is not saying that you're grateful, but expressing it in your actions. Doesn't matter how you live. Are you keeping it clean? Are you keeping it decluttered? If you see paper on the lawn, are you likely to pick it up or leave it there and walk past it? Those kind of things. You are stronger than you know. You've always been strong. You've always been very wise and intelligent, confident, smart, beautiful, handsome. You've always been wise. This has always been within you. The infinity symbol, the eight. This is the lion's gate. You or someone could have Leo placement. Strengths. Look at the image here and the image here. The image here is more massive and powerful than how this person sees themselves. It's time for you to step into your true nature. It's time for you to step into your power. I know this reading is deep. My channel is deep. I'm a deep person. Okay, now I'm getting the skin has three layers. You good? Oh God, the dermis, the epidermis, and the subcutaneous and subcutaneous, the dermis. Well, how am I getting layers of skin? Yes, there are three layers of skin, but my goodness. Whoo. Okay, that's their way. They want me to let y'all know. Yes, I'm deep. I'm deep. My channel is deep. Okay, that's their way. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. And so the next card we have here is the Three of Pentacles. And so getting accustomed and used to the idea of gathering with like-minded energy. Gathering with like-minded energy. This is your winter season. I will sing whether I'm on key or off key. I do not care. Take me to karaoke. I'll show you I don't care. This is your winter season. Gathering with like-minded energy, okay? Where everyone, check it out. Everyone eye is faced on the pinnacle. Everyone looking like, okay, we got this, how we going to invest it, what we going to do with it, okay. We're at this point in our life, okay, what we going to do next, where we going to travel to, okay. So-and-so's having a baby, okay, let's go do this for them, let's surprise them. You know, gathering with like-minded energy, gathering with the winner's circle. Ooh, the winner's circle. Something about the winner's circle. Maybe someone has a friend group and you guys call yourself the winner's circle. The winner's circle, that's for somebody. That could be a synchronicity for someone. But gathering with like-minded energy, okay? Having friends and associates whom you can trust and you can travel with, you know, people who have something to live for. You don't want to surround yourself with people who feel they have nothing to live for. That could be very risque because we all have value, we all matter, but there are people who feel like they have nothing to live for, you know, and that means they have things going on in the inside. And so, though we all have value, we all have purpose, everyone isn't able to have an understanding and a connection. So, be mindful. Make sure you're not having people around you or allowing yourself to be around that old energy. You know, maybe you have some friends or some associates that you do need to disconnect from. With that coming up, that's no coincidence. That is confirmation. Someone needs to disconnect because where you are going and where you are headed, this old energy can reside there. And if you try to force it, you will experience a lot of friction. You will experience them trying to get you to remain in this image when this is who you are. You will experience them trying to get you to remain in this image when this is who you are. That's when you know, have those friends or associates who, whenever you have progress going on, you think you all that, or you ain't all that, man. You think you the ish, huh? You know, they don't know how to be happy for you. They will attack you. They will attack you for being successful, for being confident, for living your dreams. You know, people will get angry and jealous because you are confident, because they wish they had the confidence, but that has nothing to do with you. That's a them problem. And that's why Spirit is saying you have to disconnect. When you're working on progress, you have to be ready and prepared. Not afraid, but prepared to let those old connections fall to the wayside. And it doesn't mean that they're terrible people. And it doesn't mean that you have to do it with animosity or some kind of hate. You don't even have to announce it, but you can just let them go and let them flow, or let them be where they be and you be where you be. Folks know what time it is. Trust me. We are very smart people. We all are, and we tap into those to the brain, whatever portion we choose to mess with whenever we're ready to. Very smart. Look how smart our children are. The babies come out the womb, just brilliant, brilliant, very wise. They work on computers and cell phones. They're very smart. But you have to let those old connections go because people are likely to um, sabotage your progress or they'll take offense to your progress. Now I'm picking up on someone losing weight. Oh boy, you've been losing weight, male or female. You looking good. What you gonna do that for? Why you wanna look all good? You don't see the progress, or maybe you saying it's coming off slow. But guess what? Whoever you are, people on the outside see that you're changing, you're slimming down, and you're looking good, male or female, and they talking amongst themselves. There's no sense to assert yourself around these people and have to constantly apologize or argue with people, and you're doing nothing wrong. And that's why Spirit is saying that, you will be granted with the right people, to be in your path, to make memories with, as a friend or associates. And some will be like family like. Whether they're blood related or not, they will be family like. Remember, family is those who allow you to be yourself confidently without judgment. Family is those who allow you to be yourself confidently without judgment. That's who family is. The Spirit is saying those people are being placed in spaces and places to be presented to you in your own personal life. So never mind the naysayers, the haters, people of the past. One second, please. Never mind them. And you don't have to be, as I said, angry about it, get into a confrontation about it. Just let them be them, you be you, and let it be. Let them come to their own awakening and go their own way and find their own way. And you can do that with love. You don't have to explain anything because no matter what you say, oh, you too good to be around us now. I remember you used to get up and smoke with us every day. Now you don't want to smoke no more? Who is you to quit smoking? You stop drinking? Who are you to stop drinking? You think you better than us? You all that now? Tell them, no, I'm just saving my liver before it quiver. Next card is the Ace of Swords. Okay. Clarity, communication of new ideas. So you are receiving clarity and communication through this read. This is one way. You'll receive other messages. This is this one way. Tarot is a tool, it's not the final rule. This is just one way that you are receiving clarity. You are receiving communication regarding new ideas and opportunity for this new path and mission that you are on or being prepared to go on. New ideas of things you need to pay attention to and be mindful of. This reading is one confirmation, just one. Always pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. This reading is confirming your Ace of Cups. Joy, new love, creativity that brings overflow, abundance. That's what this reading has been about. You receiving abundance, overflow, more than enough, prosperity, so much where you have to hire an accountant or get legal advice or, maybe have 2, 3 bank accounts or, you have to move different. You're going to have to move different. You're going to have to move different. Be prepared to do the work. Be persistent. There are going to be good days, bad days, but stay consistent with your craft, okay? There are moments where you have customers and moments where you don't have customers. You don't believe me? Go into any retail store and ask them that. And they're going to say, oh, of course, we have some days we open and nobody comes in. But you still show up. The owner still shows up and they open their store and they greet you with a smile. Hello, how you doing today? May I help you? You see, that kind of energy. grateful that you walked in. You see, they give you that greeting because they're grateful. Hello, how you doing? May I help you? How you feel today? You know, good morning, good afternoon, good day, whatever. You know, okay. They greet you with a smile because they know about gratitude and they know that the customer keeps the business going. They know the customer keeps the business going, so why be rude? The more customers come in, the more business. The more business, the more money. The more money, then people can get promotions and raises. It all works together. No matter where you work at. I don't care if it's Walmart. I don't care if it's Walgreens. I don't care if it's the gas station. Anywhere. A restaurant. Anywhere. It matters. Be mindful. If you happen to see this before you go punch your clock today, be mindful. Be grateful for your job and go to work with a smile on your face. And just do your best. And don't complain. Do your best. Work whatever. What did Pac say? Mama made miracles every Thanksgiving, made scraps when she was giving. Something like that. You know, be thankful for what you're giving. Even if you're giving scraps, or even if there's something that ain't fair, maybe you express it to your supervisor. Hey, this going on, that going on. Make my job. Get out of them conversations. Them co-workers that show up every day, every time you see them, they complaining. It's okay to want to talk sometimes, but when there is someone who's every time you see them, they complaining, y'all better run. Or you better get you some earbuds and pretend like you're listening to music. That's another one. Oh, my jam on. Later. Stay out of them conversations complaining. Stay out of them conversations. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the job you have. I don't care what's going on. You just might be that one that get that promotion. In that group that was complaining may be the people who end up doing something else. You may end up being a supervisor. Let work be work and let home be home. That's for somebody. Stop dragging what's at work to your house. Keep it separate. And stop allowing people to come to you and dump on you like you're a waste site. Dumping their trauma on you repetitively. Dumping their stress and their agony onto you. Every time you see them, this is for somebody, every time you see a certain person, it's always negative. They're always complaining. Nothing nice or kind to say. You gotta run from those people. Get ready to take your position. It look like he's standing on a balcony, male or female. This is a leader. This is someone in authority. Like he's standing on a balcony, straight up. Structure. Making sure work is getting done. About to go back to his office. Having some spring water or some Fiji, whatever you drink. Or your pH water or whatever. Don't allow people to bring you into these tower moments because they don't have to be. Life happens, the world be whirling, but in the meantime, in between time, collective, don't allow people to bring you into their circumstances. There are people who want to bring you into it. They want to bring you into their drama. They want you to feel what they're feeling. I walked in the store yesterday morning and I said, hello, how you doing? I paid for my things. And the cashier starts talking to herself with her funky attitude. I don't know why she got a funky attitude. She was not talking about me. No, darling. She wasn't talking about me. She was speaking about the customer she cashed out. 2 customers before me. They got into a spat. Now, I don't know them. I don't know them at all. I'm just paying for my stuff and gonna get out the way. So by the time she get to me, mind you, the customer left the store 2 customers ago. By the time she get to me, the lady long and gone, and she had a funky attitude. She just kept talking, and what it was, she was baiting me. She wanted me to latch on to her energy so that I could engage with her and be upset with her. Number one, it's early in the day, and you ain't about to steal my joy. And then number 111, I see what you were doing. So I kept a smile on my face, and she just kept on talking. And then I'm like, put the card in because I'm using my card, whatever. I'm paying for my stuff. So she ain't say nothing. I got my stuff, and as I'm grabbing my bags, this lady just kept chattering. I don't know why she got a funky attitude. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I just ignored her. Shoot. And I just walked on out the store. Collectors, share that with you. I just walked out the store. I said nothing to him because people will try to bait you. Folks want you to feel what they are feeling. If they're unhappy, they want you unhappy. If they're sad, they want you sad. If they mad, they want you mad. So I just ignored her. I kept a smile on my face and went on out the door. I do that a lot. I don't mind talking to people, but you're not going to bait me and try to flick your energy on me. I don't play that. Take this energy, it's real strong. I really live this, do this, I be this. I really do this. I really do this, collective, when it comes to energy. And so I'm pretty sure she was confused, but I refuse to sacrifice any of my currency for a cashier who's peed off about a customer that's long gone. The situation happened 2 customers prior. Then you wait till you get to me and you still cussing and fussing and the lady not in the store. Basically the cashier was standing there talking to herself. She didn't bother me because I got my items paid for and went on about my business. And I just ignored her. I didn't even make eye contact. I grabbed my bags, got my purse and my wallet, and I just carried on. I just carried on. Just don't allow people to bring you into the tower moments. And I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm getting very good at it the more I do it because people will try to, and you think it's light conversation. No, that ain't no light conversation. That's some bull. They want to bring you into their mess. And if you're having a splendid day, why should you get upset about a total stranger? I don't know that cashier personally. And I don't know that lady that left the store 2 customers ago. So why should I exchange sassy talk or negative talk regarding somebody I don't know? It just don't make sense to me. And so because I'm a deep person and we deep on this panel, so I do ish like that. And so I shared that with you. So hopefully you'll be mindful and don't let people pull you into their ish. And there's a lot of times you need to just be silent because people will try to pull you in. They'll use anything. And I'm like, cashier, I know you need to vent. This is what I was saying to myself, but you won't get me. You won't get me. It's a beautiful day, baby. We gonna keep it funky. And I'm gonna get my items and get on out of here. But yes. So be mindful, okay? Just be mindful. Continue to have your ambition. There will always be someone wanting to compete, wanting to compare, but you continue to have your ambition about you. Continue to be wise and stay focused on the love and go where the good energy is. Anything less than the best, give it none of your currency, aka none of your attention. Later.